It is Friday. It is great to have you with us here on the CBS News Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. Let me just show you something. I see the sun. I see the sun out our plush CBS News Minnesota Morning Update studios. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. Is that a dirty window? No, that's just a goofy reflection. All right, that's a terrible shot. Could we just, I don't know, I've wondered if you guys know, like, how glorious our little studio is. Could we just, like, widen out and show you what sort of plush surroundings they put the morning update in? No. Oh, well, that's the studio. That looks nice. That's fine. Never mind. I just meant, like zoom out on one. Zoom out on camera one. No? They're like, there it is. Oh, is there no one at Robo? I'm sorry. It's just here. It doesn't matter. Show the weather. Sorry. I'm just being a pain in the butt on a Friday. It happens. It is going to be a top 10 weather day. Next weather forecast. Riley put this together for us. And it's great. Isn't it great? It's going to be a high of 78. Sunny. Perfection. I want to see all the photos. What are you doing today? Someone on Twitter just told me he's got a 1 p.m. tea time. I love it. So let's hear about how awesome your day is going to be today. This is the weekend. I share this because I know you want to plan, like, what are the ideal times over the next couple days. And this 7-day looks a little intimidating with the lightning on the next 4 days. But Riley says Saturday, it's the morning to really be keyed in on. Sunday is the next alert day because we've got the potential for unsettled weather throughout the whole day, but he's keying in on the evening, he said. And then Monday, we'll get to there when we get to there. I think it'll be Sunday into Monday is sort of the timeline to keep an eye on. So just get that weather app, the WCCO weather app. That's what I use with the live radar, and that should hook you up. It is Good News Friday, and with the top 10 weather day, look, after the news of this week, we need it, right? It's been a heavy news week for sure with the events in Texas, with the absolute massacre at that school, and all the pressure of that. I know a lot of our teachers and students are nearing the end of their school year, so there's some stress with that. And, well, I experienced a little bit of stress this week as well, as perhaps you recall. So let's lift each other up. That's what we do here. That's one of my favorite things about this, the way everybody says hello. Everybody knows each other. It's such a positive environment. So let's hear your good news this Friday. What are you looking forward to this weekend? What great happened to you this week? And we'll share some of that as we continue. Big day for travel, right? 39 million people expected to travel this holiday weekend. That's a AAA stat. Basically, travel for a lot of us. Well, yesterday I drove to Eagan from Maple Grove, which I think would count. So anyway, a lot of people hitting the road, and it's going to be spendy. Gas prices. Every day I get another alert from the app that I use to kind of track gas prices. Oh, the gas prices at your favorite station went up. And here are the numbers. $4.59 nationwide average. We're cheaper here in the Midwest. Minnesota $4.22, Wisconsin $4.34. But these averages often lag a day, and so let me know what you see out there today. I saw $4.29 on my usual stop on the way in. And if you think you're going to save money by Costco, pack a lunch, because how long does it take to... How much is your money worth? At a certain point, your hourly rate of what you value your time at is going to be more than what you're going to save in that Costco line. Prince's name is going to be outside First Avenue. This is how it should be, right? Like, for once, we say, thank goodness the politicians didn't let their usual nonsense get in their way. And what a great effort. This was a community-driven effort to name the street right outside First Avenue, Prince Rogers Nelson Way. This is right between 7th and 8th. I'll show you the video of what we're talking about. It's right by Target Center there. And also it's cool because they're painting that big Prince mural on the parking ramp, which is on the other side of it. So it's going to be this whole, so many people come to the Twin Cities to learn more about Prince, to celebrate, to honor Prince. And so I really think this part of downtown, boy, if I had any money, if I didn't have this job, if I were leaving this job, wouldn't it be smart to open like a Prince-themed restaurant right across from First Avenue? That's what I would do. Let the money pour in. New signs go up on June 7th. Maybe, did Prince ever go to the state fair? I don't remember. I don't think so. But go ahead and roll that state fair footage because a Slice the Minnesota State Fair is back. Cheers to the fair, exactly. They do this kickoff to summer at the fair. They did it as kind of a pandemic thing because we were all bored out of our minds and we couldn't go to the regular fair. So they're like, what if we did this? And people loved it. I will say people love it slightly less this year because you are able to buy tickets, which I think is really nice if you have last minute plans and you're like, yeah, let's get out there, get our corn dog, get our Pronto Pup. And we talked to some of the people out at the fair.
We've got everything from your classic Pronto Pups, cookies, fried pickles, to some of our newer vendors as well, like Quaviette and Mini Snowy and Baba's, who just started last year.
Yeah, 31 different vendors. Baba's is great, that hummus. Oh, so good. They've got those hummus bowls out there. Yeah, get that waffle cone. Congrats, you're on the news. House and a giant cone of ice cream. It's got to be the worst, right? You're like, same for me. Like, my last day here is coming up, what, in 3 weeks? And you know what they're going to show, just video after video of me just shoveling food in my mouth. That is, what are you going to do? Anyway, tickets are available. Get them online. You can get them at a discount. Don't forget to sunscreen up before you go to the fair. Today is Don't Fry Day, a name that is too clever, right? Like, that's too much. Would we talk about this if we called it National Put Sunscreen Day? Put on Sunscreen Day? Yeah, probably. Don't Fry Day. Dumb. Anyway, wearing sunscreen is not dumb. I, for sure, have burned myself before, and I have marks all over my shoulders from being an idiot and not wearing sunscreen when I was younger. Skin cancer rates are increasing. I keep an eye on that stuff all the time. So there are two kinds of sunscreen. One is physical or mineral that has zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. It sits on the surface of the skin and reflects UV rays.
Physical sunscreens are known to be completely safe and effective, but sometimes they can be less pleasing to apply to the skin, especially in people with darker skin types, because they might be a little harder to rub in.
They're gross, right? That's the film of like gross sunscreen you squeeze out. The other is the chemical. So it's the spray with all of these ingredients, and you have to wait 15 to 30 minutes before going outside because your skin needs a little time to absorb it. So the physical sunscreens, those work right away. The chemical ones work better with sweat and water. Skin Cancer Foundation says don't overthink it. Use it. Just use sunscreen. And even on cloudy days, use it. I always have sunscreen on my face. They say use water-resistant, broad-spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher. You don't need to go crazy and get the 80 or the 100. The 30 is, for most circumstances, good enough. And make sure you reapply. That's where I go wrong. You're swimming, you're in the lake, sweating. I'm just naturally sweating. Reapply after 2 hours. Jif, that Jif peanut butter, there's a recall over salmonella concerns. And now they've figured out that, you know, this same Jif that they recalled, they actually put it in a bunch of other products. So these are like power packs. So you get like sandwiches, or like here's apples that you dip in peanut butter, or celery that you, like an ants on the log kind of scenario. So they're like, oops, we should recall that too. So those guys, the Jif I don't think was in Wisconsin or Minnesota. These power packs were. So the FDA, I mean, first of all, who still has those, right? Like you went to the gas station, you bought some apples and peanut butter, and it's been sitting in your fridge for a month? I don't think so. But anyway, if you have it, first of all, on behalf of just humanity, throw it out. And second of all, don't eat it. Recall. So there you go. But how about a bright spot this morning? Something to make you feel good at a time when kids could use a hug. Elementary students in Sartell are getting support from Kevin McCarthy. They call him Grandpa Kevin. Kevin's wife died 6 years ago, and he was feeling a little lonely, he said, for understandably, right? Pine Meadow Primary School has something called a foster grandparent program. And so he was like, this is perfect. And on top of it, he's been undergoing cancer treatments the last 2 months. So yesterday, his first day back. In the time he's been there, he's logged more than 8,000 volunteer hours at the school. He helps the teachers and kids with math, with reading, and even better, with life lessons.
Do you expect to like it as much as you've liked it?
No, I thought it would be more of a chore, and it wasn't at all. It was just every day, you know, when you leave, you feel good.
It's huge when we have him here, and then when he's not, we're like, oh, don't have Grandpa Kevin here today. We're gonna have to really bump it up and a little more on our plate. But he's definitely just a huge help for us, and he's great with the kids.
So terrific. The Foster Grandparent Program is sponsored by Catholic Charities up in St. Cloud. There are more than 200, Kevin, one of more than 200 in central Minnesota. I think having those like intergenerational relationships are so important. When I was a kid, we had a guy down the street, Ira, but we called him Uncle Ira. And I used to sit as like, I vividly remember this being like a 6 or 7-year-old, and I would go sit, he'd be in his rocking chair, I'd sit on the stoop, and we'd watch the planes go by, and he'd identify the planes, and it was just, you know, I think it's so important. So good for Kevin, and good for that school up there in St. Cloud for having him there. Let's hear your good news. I feel good already. Kevin made me feel good. The kids made me feel good. Here's Todd. I'm going to do some errands today on the motorcycle. Hopefully not buy too much. Oh, what a great day to be on the bike, right? Oh, watch Obi-Wan and Stranger Things during the weekend. Yeah, both of those. I wonder if my kids stayed up late to watch that Obi-Wan. I know that dropped. Stranger Things I'm sort of over. I think I'm good on Stranger Things. Thanks, Todd. Here's Matthew Thomas. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Brits Pub. Yeah, a little Champions League. I told my kid, Matthew, my kid Sam, who's 14, I'm like, dude, do you want to go? Like, we could go to Brits and watch it. And I think he's going to a friend's house instead. Maybe I'll go to Brits myself. I'll see you there, Matthew. Thank you. Here's Tiffany. Daughter graduates from high school today. Oh, man. That time when you graduate high school, I think is one of the best times in life. That summer before college, because you have nothing but possibilities in front of you. You can create your kind of your persona, your academic interests, what you do in your spare time, kind of unburdened from those kind of things that you just do out of habit. Here's Christopher. Good morning. Oh, Christopher has today and Monday off from work. Perfect. That is good news. You enjoy it. Thanks, Christopher. Here's Candace, finally warm enough to plant flowers. Candace, I'm with you there. Our garden has nothing in it. I've just felt like I'm not ready for it. I'm doing some grass seed action, but no flowers, no produce. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Good idea. Thank you, Candace. Here's Annette, my granddaughter, 4 months old today. She's so strong and very happy. Oh, and you're doing diamond art. Cool. Thinking about rejoining a gym. You got possibilities all in front of you too, Annette. Thanks for sharing that. And let's do Cindy, going to kick off to summer at the fairgrounds this afternoon. Nice. How about one more? Pam Williams, looking forward to the sunny day. So am I, Pam. Thank you all for sharing your good news with us. We appreciate that. And thank you for spending time with us here in the Morning Update from CBS News Minnesota. I won't be here on Monday, but someone might. I don't know. I assume we're still doing this. Shayla will probably be here. If not, maybe we'll just have a shot like this up for 15 minutes. And you can watch that, and they'll just play this music. Oh, yeah. Have a good weekend.